This is actually really bad, really freaking bad, but this too shall pass. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about postpartum hair loss. Not only is this a highly requested video, you know, throughout all the years that I've been making hair related videos, but since I've had my babies, you guys have asked me to do one of these videos. But also aside from that, I'm going through it right now currently, so I was like, you know what a perfect time to talk about this, because it's a struggle. We're gonna talk about the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. Right, boo boo? Gia, you have candy all over your face. We just got back from an indoor playground because, as I've mentioned many times before, Gia is a little high energy. Let's call it that. She's high energy. And so last night I started looking up classes for her, but she's way too young to start any like classes. So, you know, like gymnastics or something. So I just took her to an indoor playground, and she got into makeup. She is eating chapstick, and yeah. Anyway, guys, so who gets postpartum hair loss? It is honestly the luck of the draw. Some people get it, some people don't, and every pregnancy is different. Just like every birth is different, etc. Every pregnancy is different, and even, you know, every pregnancy that you have as an individual can be different. For instance, with Gia, I didn't really have postpartum hair loss. I think I maybe had it like a little bit, like it was barely noticeable, okay? Like I was still wearing my hair back in a ponytail, like it wasn't a big deal at all. With Noelle, girl, in my more recent videos, I noticed that my part just looked like it was just like, you know, what's that story in the Bible when he like divided the ocean? Like that's how my freaking hair looks right now. And I just noticed, like, whenever I brush my hair, whenever I touch my hair, like strands are coming out right now. Every time I touch my hair, like 5 to 10 strands come out of my head, okay? So I really noticed it. You never know what you're gonna get. And the reason for postpartum hair loss is because while you're pregnant, your body, because of your hormones, your body holds on to all the hair that would have shed, because our hair sheds every single day, no matter what. Our hair sheds about 100 strands a day. And while we are pregnant, our bodies just hold on to that hair. So that's why you might notice that when you're pregnant, or if you know somebody who's pregnant, their hair just looks really nice, really thick, shiny, and just healthy. It's because they're not losing any hair. And then as soon as you give birth, and then eventually, like when you stop breastfeeding, if you do decide to breastfeed, a couple of months postpartum, usually around like 4 to 6 months or so, like around that range, you will start to notice your hair shedding, if it happens to you, if you're one of the lucky ones. So yes, girl, I am 4 months postpartum, almost 5, like 4.5 months postpartum. So I'm really noticing it now. You guys probably don't notice aside from my part right here, but you can see my hairline is supposed to start right here. I would show you guys my hairline. Look at how bald I am, you guys. I really didn't even want to show you guys because I'm really insecure about it, but the main part of your hair that you will lose is around your hairline, which is like, you know, lucky us, right? Especially, you know, we're moms, like we have our like mom bun most of the time, and we just have to be bald around the hairline, you know. But there are some tips and tricks that I will get into later. But that is why you have postpartum hair loss. So the good thing is that at about like the year postpartum mark, you'll start to notice your hair will start growing back, and you'll be able to manage. And the good thing is that your hair will grow back. This is not permanent. I'm kind of insecure about it right now, but I'm really like not tripping that much because it's not like a permanent thing, you know. Like hair grows, and that's the beauty of, I guess, the upside of this whole thing is that your hair will grow back starting at about a year. And that's usually when I have clients come in and like we're doing a whole hair makeover, detox or whatever, like if their hair is damaged or whatever it is, and I have to like do a big chop or whatever, I always tell them, you know, give yourself a year. It seems like a long time, but it's really gonna fly by. It's not that bad. Give yourself a year and you will start to notice that your hair feels a lot better. You might be asking yourself, is there any way to prevent postpartum hair loss? And the answer is no. If you're gonna get it, you are going to get it. It's gonna happen. But like I said, your hair is gonna grow back. But in the meantime, you can help yourself by continuing to take your prenatal vitamins, which I did not do. You know what? I wonder if there's a link, because with Gia, I was like so religious about like my prenatal vitamins all the time, like every single day. Even after pregnancy, I took prenatal vitamin, iron, like all the time. But with Noelle, I don't know if it's just like I will admit I wasn't like super consistent with taking my prenatal vitamins, and I think it's just because I had a lot more on my plate already having a baby, you know, versus when I was pregnant with Gia, I had all the time in the world. Maybe there might be a link. I'm sure that, I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but it's worth a shot, you know? Also, in the meantime, I would avoid doing any harsh color. I know some of us have like gray hair. Luckily, I don't. Well, I think I might have a couple coming in, but I don't have to color my hair yet, thank God. But if you do happen to have gray hair and you do need to like color your hair, just stick to the basics. Just do your like your gray coverage or whatever, but don't do highlights or anything like that. I would stay away from all other harsh chemicals if you can. Girl, I don't even remember when's the last time I colored my hair, okay? Like my hair, I mean, it's not that bad, and now she's putting a book on my head, so. Gia, that is not kind. Just be gentle with the hair that you do have on your head. Continue to take those vitamins. And one of my biggest tips for covering postpartum hair is to wear your hair in a part. Because like I said, 9 times out of 10, like this is the area where you're gonna lose your hair, like around your hairline. And I've had clients where it was like, so, I mean, mine is pretty bad. Mine is pretty bad, but like I've had clients who were literally like bald, like it was just like bald, and all they had was like a couple strands up here, and it's like, girl, let's just don't even worry about it, okay? You're in good hands. We're gonna part your hair in the middle and like cut it, like, so, you know, we just style it to make it look cute, okay? And so Gia, this is hurting now. Girl, I need all the hair that I could get, okay? My biggest tip is to just part it in the middle. And then also another thing that I do, if I absolutely must, even though like I'm at a point where I won't even wear my hair straight back in a ponytail, but before it got really bad, I would get like that L'Oreal root spray and then just like spray around my hairline. I actually did a whole video on that, just because genetically my hairline is already kind of like funky as it is. But like with the postpartum hair loss, it was like, dang girl, like I showed my sister-in-law this past weekend on Easter, like I was like, no, really, I'm having like postpartum hair loss. And they're like, oh yeah, I have that too, like look at this little piece. And I was like, girl, and I freaking flipped my hair back and showed them. They were like, like everybody at the table was like, and and then one of my family members is pregnant too right now. She's like, oh my gosh, like with her first, and she's like, is this what I have to look forward to? And I'm like, maybe. My part is like parting more and more every single day, but like I'm lucky where like you know, my hair does still all over look kind of like thick because I have a ton of hair. So I actually don't even mind losing hair all over in general. My hair is kind of a lot to deal with, but then my poor hairline, but it's okay. This too shall pass. Thank you, Popo. Look at this hairdresser in the making. She's gonna be my little protege. Brush mommy's hair. She's very skilled and very talented. So yes, that is it. That's my video on postpartum hair loss. Quick, to the point. Oh, no. Another thing that does help your hair stay intact is if you breastfeed. And the longer you breastfeed, I think your hair will stay more intact. Although, like, even still, you know, some people will breastfeed for however long, a year, 2 years, whatever, and their hair still falls out. But breastfeeding does help, and you'll notice your hair will start to shed more when you stop breastfeeding, which I'm kind of like, you know, I think I told you guys in my last video, I do formula and breastfeeding, and I think that's part of the reason maybe why I'm going bald. Even though I fully formula fed Gia, I breastfed Gia probably like for like 2 weeks or whatever, and I didn't really lose my hair. So, but you know, that's what I read. I read that if you breastfeed, your hair may stay intact longer. That is not funny. Okay, Popo, let's end our video, okay? Yeah, the video. So let's tell everybody. So that's our postpartum hair loss video. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, then leave them down below. Join my hair group on Facebook, Hair Culture. I will leave the link to that down below. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Yeah, and we will. You guys will see us in our next video. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Say bye-bye. Bye. Come say bye up here. Look at this brush full of hair. Oh my gosh, Gia. Hide that. Let's just hide that. Oh, that is not a nice look. Gia, I don't want them to see all my hair in the brush. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Blow kiss. Ooh, wait, blow kisses. Woo! Okay, bye. So, okay, I'm like taking pictures right now for my thumbnail, and I wanted to show you guys my hairline in depth, even though this is a very insecure point for me. So, trigger warning. Actually, it's a trigger warning for me. Trigger warning, you're about to be really freaking embarrassed right now. But you guys can see my hair. You guys can see like where my hairline would naturally start right here. And you can see my skin color. I'm wearing foundation, but I mean still, like you can see like my skin color here versus here, because that's where I used to have hair and it used to like not get any sun. But see, my hairline would have been right here and it's back here. Like, this is actually really bad. Really freaking bad, but this too shall pass. We're gonna get through this. Our hair's gonna grow back. Look at how bald I am. But see how this middle part just like hides all of your secrets and lies. Okay, let's just keep that middle part going. See, you would never know. Look at that.
Tell him, no, Elsie, you will never know. You will never know that I made my mommy hair fall out. And it wasn't kind.